concerned about Ebola?
Yeah, I'm concerned about everything, but certainly am. I think that, it's been confined right now to Africa. But it's something that has had a breakout. I could ask Bobby or Oz to say a couple of words about it if you'd like. Do you want to do that?
I think Heidi Overton is going to come up and give us a few words here. Dr. Overton.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Today, the CDC held a press briefing that provided a lot of the answers and information, but we have stood up a full interagency shorter flight time for Americans to receive treatment there in Germany. For all other Americans, we have issued travel warnings. We have instituted just today entry restrictions for non-U.S. citizens that have been in the region in the past 21 days. So in Uganda, Democratic Republic of Congo, and South Sudan. So very serious measures that have been taken. We are working to communicate very frequently with everyone. Your question was, should Americans be worried? Right now, there are no cases of Ebola in America. We want to keep it that way, and we are doing everything we can to support Americans in the region. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Yeah, so as many of you know, Ebola is back in the news with the Trump administration actually banning people traveling from the Congo and other parts of Africa from traveling to the US because they're saying they want to protect Americans. Of course, we know that's far from the truth. Governments don't do anything to protect their own citizens. So someone on X says here, the World Health Organization declares Ebola a global health emergency. It says hantavirus push from weeks ago, zero traction, no fear was generated by hantavirus. Maybe there were a few sections of society that were actually put in fear by the propaganda. I certainly wasn't, because I know what the agenda is. Then this person goes on to say they are now recycling Ebola. Of course, Ebola has been on and off in the news for over a decade. Says same organization, same donors, same 2020 script. Same 2020 script is talking about is the scamdemic with the coronavirus hoax. They declared it anyway. Public reaction flat. And he finishes by saying the only thing spreading faster than the viruses is complete disbelief in anything they say. What's happening is that they're slinging lots of mud, hoping that some of it will stick to the wall. But at the moment, the public are not really being scared into doing whatever the authorities want at the moment. Let me just share something else with you. Mostly to do with the hantavirus. If you notice the date, which is quite significant here, it says MV Ondeas, which is the ship where they say hantavirus originated from. It says it departed this place here. Departed on the 1st of April 2026 for Atlantic expedition. And also we had Artemis 2 also launched allegedly on the 1st of April 2026. And of course, the 1st of April is April Fool's Day. So they're actually laughing at the public. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to, generate as much fear as they can to get the public to comply with whatever agenda. Remember, there's Agenda 2030, which they're trying to achieve. We're in 2026, and we've got less than four years to go before they achieve their goals that they have set themselves for 2030. And one of the biggest goals is population reduction. So don't fall for anything that they're saying in the media, and I'll even suggest you stop watching TV. Because the media is a major component of what they use to get the public to buy into this lie that there's always a threat, there's always a boogeyman, and of course, after they create a problem, they then give you the solution. Of course, the solution with regards to most of these alleged diseases is vaccines, and I suggest you don't take any. I think there's going to be more coming up in the near future, especially when they see that the public are not really buying into this lie that there's a disease or there's a health, some kind of health emergency. So yeah, watch out for deception and don't believe any of it.
World Health Organization has unfortunately not done well around the world. I think they failed miserably during COVID. They covered for China, and that's how we're getting out of it. That said, we're going to work with anybody who wants to fix that problem. Our number one objective on Ebola, before anything else, and we think it's terrible what's happening there to the people. We've been very involved with DRC on the peace deal with Rwanda and so forth. But our number one thing has to be, we can't have it affect the United States. We can't have Ebola cases coming here. So you saw we're now not allowing people to come in. In fact, I think we had a flight last night headed to Detroit that was diverted because we have to protect the American people. So objective number one is to make sure that Ebola never reaches the United States. Objective number two is do what we can to help the people of DRC and neighboring countries so it doesn't spread. And I think we're up to 600 confirmed cases. There are probably more. We'll learn more about it. We're providing, I think we've offered to fund the first 50 clinics that pop up and are ready to step forward. So I wish we would have gotten started on this 2 weeks ago, that the alert had gone out sooner. I also recognize that the outbreak began in a war-torn country in a very rural area that perhaps doesn't have some of the support networks that some of the other places have. But again, I want to repeat to everybody, we care about Ebola. We don't want anyone dying or being affected by Ebola. But our number one priority will always be making sure it doesn't come to the United States.